All right, so lesson 8 is going to cover the open bass strings. We have 3 bass strings. We've already learned that the 6th string is E when played open. It hangs off of 3 ledger lines below the staff. A is the 1st string played open. It sits on the 2nd ledger line extension below the staff. And then D sits at the bottom of the staff below the 2nd line, and that's the 4th string open. So we have E 6th, A 5th, D 4th. Let's try exercise 13A. In this exercise, we're going to use only the thumb, so you can fix the index finger on string 2 and the middle finger on string 1. We're going to use the thumb to pluck free strokes on the open bass strings. And to keep things simple, let's just let the strings ring freely, except where the quarter rest is written, in which case make an attempt to mute the strings at that point. The rhythm on this one is a little tricky, so be sure to count carefully. I will count the first time through, and then on the repeat I will stop counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move to exercise 13B now, 13B. This uses the same 3 open bass strings played with the thumb, and we will have a 3-beat count in. 1, 2, 3. Now we move on to exercise 14A. Exercise 14A has the 3 bass notes played open, 3 bass strings played open with the thumb, and we will also be using fretted notes that we've already learned on the first 3 strings. So we'll do 2 run-throughs on this one. One where you'll want to focus on the left hand and the notes that are being fretted, and another where you focus on the right hand where the notes are being fretted. So we'll start by focusing on the right hand on this one. The right hand pattern in 14A is particularly important because it combines free strokes with the thumb and rest strokes played with the index finger. It can be a little tricky to pull off, and you want to pay attention that you're actually being faithful to the pattern. So in this example, as I play it, notice I use P, I, M, I consistently, always training the fingers to play in this pattern. Now the only exception to that is in the 4th measure there, because there is no I. The rhythm changes. And then we move back to that same exact pattern where we are playing free strokes with the thumb and rest strokes with the index and middle fingers. Now let's focus on the left hand. And this time I'm going to let the bass notes ring freely as opposed to muting them. You may have noticed I was doing that. And that is something I was doing with my right hand thumb. It's actually pretty tricky to do. So I would say to allow the bass notes to just ring, as I will do this time. 1, 2, 3, 4.